What does your business's buyer persona look like? Have you and your staff taken the time to understand who your buyer is and why they engage with your brand? So what is the buyer persona? The buyer persona is a makeup of your ideal audience, broken down into 8 pieces. When mapping out your buyer persona, we look at the background, their income, online activity, their spending habits, daily life routine, goals they may have, any possible objections that are keeping them from purchasing, and then we take a deep dive into what stage of the buyer's journey they're in. By taking the time to map out your buyer persona, you can better understand who you're talking to and what pain points they're facing, as well as the products and services they're interested in. Knowing this information about your buyer persona will help you strategize your ad spend and will keep you from putting out any content that is unrelatable or irrelevant to your target audience. And I'll go ahead and say this now, your business may require more than just one persona. If that's true, take the time to go through and map out each individual persona that you see relevant to your business. Before we get started, check out the link in the description. We have a full template you can use to follow along with this video to map out your buyer persona and begin to better understand who you're marketing to. The background of your buyer consists of their basic information like name, age, location, education level, and marital status. The goal here is to put a face to your marketing persona. If you currently have Google Analytics installed on your website, check to see which demographics create the highest volume of traffic. Knowing your persona's income level and their spending habits can shape the tone you use when marketing to your audience. What is their yearly income? Are they employed, a stay-at-home parent, a business owner? Are they currently seeking employment? Do they have to consult with a significant other before making a purchasing decision? By knowing your persona is a 32-year-old single male business owner bringing in over $400,000 a year, you can get an idea that price isn't going to be as much of an objection for him as value will be. A great way to learn more about this section is to open communication and ask your existing clients that fit in within this buyer persona. Getting very specific with where exactly your target audience is online will help you better understand what platforms, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, or Google, or LinkedIn, you should be using to speak with your audience. Understanding what they engage with on these platforms will also help you understand what their interests are, things that lie outside of your business or relate to your business. What are the primary social media platforms your buyer persona uses? What specific groups or pages are they involved with? How do they use social media? Are they simply viewing or are they actively posting online? To get a better understanding of your buyer persona's social media engagement, click in the link below to access the Facebook Audience Insight tool. Understanding your buyer persona's spending habits will help you determine how to angle the offers that you put out for your products or services. Are they someone who makes decisions based on price? Do they buy impulsively? Does price come second to their desired results? These are things that you can discuss with your team, or once again, you can open communication with your existing clients to better understand what's going on inside the mind of your buyer persona. Understanding your buyer persona's daily life will help you better understand where they're going, who they're seeing, and what forms of content are put in front of them so you can better understand what opportunities your brand has to communicate with your buyer persona. Do they spend most of their time at work? Where do they eat? Who do they spend the most time with? Do they scroll through social media when they're in traffic or get bored? Or are they looking at billboards? The buyer's journey is made up of 3 stages. First, the awareness stage, then consideration, and finally the conversion stage. Marketers have begun to understand that people go through what we call the buyer's journey long before they actually convert to purchasing one of your products or services. In the awareness stage, the buyer notices a problem they have and they begin to research the problem. Once in the consideration stage, they understand the problem they're facing and they begin looking for potential solutions that could fix that problem. And ultimately, in the conversion stage, they narrow down that list of possibilities to one and they decide on which product or service would best fit their needs. Understanding which stage of the journey your buyer is at and how you can create content to meet people at each stage of the journey will help you increase your audience reach and ultimately increase your conversions. Achieving the results you provide are not always the main objective for your potential audience. Take a medical weight loss program, for example. Clients may enter into the program saying they want to lose weight, but the idea of trimming down before their wedding day or being able to walk on the beach in confidence is truly the goal that they're trying to achieve. It's just shown as a weight loss journey. Taking the time to understand what the true goals are behind your audience will help you understand what kind of formatting you need to use for your online ads as well as for your informational posts. What kinds of things are they currently working towards? What challenges are they facing that keep them up at night? What problems have caused them to set these goals? Knowing your audience's potential objections can help you strategize your marketing efforts to answer any questions they may have and break down those barriers that are keeping them from going from the consideration stage to the conversion stage. It's important to know that objections don't always come in the form of price objection. They may have tried one of your competitors in the past and were very displeased with the service or product. What are the main obstacles they face? Is it pricing? Are they not confident in the results and want to see what other people have experienced? Have they tried a similar product or service in the past with negative results? Do they believe that they can achieve this on their own, similar to a home workout routine? Think outside of the box here. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through what the buyer's journey is, as well as content you can create at each stage of the buyer's journey. Click right here to access it. I'll see you there.